Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Let's get it. Make sure y'all come in, leave a like, leave a comment. We about to go in, people. Shout out to Starbucks, though. Yes, love you. Much love to all the fans out there. The boxing fans, you the best. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yo, for too kind. Kennedy. Kennedy be killing y'all. See, we got users in the Ego Army. Y'all gotta watch for them. Like Kennedy, he be slaughtering arguments. He be hot seating y'all in the comments. I see. I be peeping. I know who's doing what. Shout out to Kennedy, man. Big time. What up, man? Ego Army, gang, gang. I told you, Ego Mafia. We are the mob, money on top of boxing. Let's get it. David, he said, Ego, what's the word, my guy? Nothing. We just chilling. It's drizzling. I don't want to say rain, but out in California, it's drizzling right now. So I'm just preparing for these fights, kind of staying indoors. Weather got me feeling like lethargic. I don't feel like being out in the crowd. It's starting to rain a little bit, so we're gonna do one of these, get these streams out. Salute Ego, gang gang. Shout out to you, Kennedy. Elias out of Compton. Fighter IQ said, what's good, G? What up? We got snow in Philly, bro. Yeah, we don't really be getting snow out here in California. ESPN Top Rank, Showtime on tonight. Man, it's popping. Boxing popping. Subscribe. Stay tuned to the channel after. Yo, we got to get our ratios up. We got like 100 people in here, and we got 35 likes. Smash the like button. Takes a few seconds. It supports the movement. It lets YouTube know that we popping. I'm the Stream King. This is Ego's Army, Boxing Ego channel, whatever you want to call it. Boxing fans, unite, stand up. Yo, let's do the Boxing Ego roll call. I just want to know where y'all at and where y'all from. Good videos, thank you. Drop your city, state, and zip in the comment section. We'll go through it one time. Hit the like button. Yeah, we got Martinez, Cali in the building. Houston, baby. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Martinez got this taco truck. It's like by some industrial place, and it's delicious. It's the one I always go to when I'm around that way. Garden City, Kansas. Newcastle, UK. Columbus, Ohio. Dog. I guess it's San Diego, California. Oakland, Toledo, Jacksonville, Florida. Bmore, Liverpool. Hit them likes. Hit them likes. Michigan, Detroit, Dallas, Texas. Where we at? San Antonio, Texas. He said he ready for Mikey Garcia. Mikey will invade San Antonio, Texas on Showtime Boxing. Laredo, Texas, in this mother. Sup, Ego? What up? Reggie Long from Dallas. Josiah from Los Angeles. Amsterdam, repping. I tell y'all, people, Eagles Army, we growing by the day, and we getting stronger. Boxing fans unite. Chi-Town. Nassau, Bahamas. Birmingham, UK. Yonkers, New York. Let's get it, man. Smash the like button. Let's try to get to triple digits early. The more hot seats, the more entertainment, the more I get turned up. Because I like the audience. You know, I've been doing this for a while. I like the audience. The more people we have, the greater the conversation, the more opinions. Smash the like button. YouTube alerts are on point now. See, that's what the fuck a lot of people have been saying that. They've been getting the notifications. Hopefully YouTube fixes a lot of things. And notifications was a big problem for some people. Because I know a lot of y'all hit that bell icon, a lot of Ego Army, and they were saying they weren't getting the notifications. Sam says, honestly, I think Wilder beats Parker, but I think Parker is a tougher fight for AJ. I don't think that at all. Styles make fights. The only way Wilder beats AJ is by catching him with that right hand. But listen, Sam, this is my thing. I hate when people say, like, Wilder, listen, Wilder is the most damaging, destructive puncher in boxing. Single shot, bar for bar, line for line. who's fucking with Wilder in terms of power. He's not even hitting guys flush all the time, and they're acting silly and like. When have we ever seen Luis Ortiz? Luis Ortiz was in there with Brian Jennings, who's in shape, who's probably about Wilder's age, who stopped Spilka before Wilder stopped him, but Wilder stopped him with a single shot knockout. So I mean, the guy doesn't have chump power, and I never really seen Luis Ortiz act crazy when he got hit by Brian Jennings, and that's my man. Shout out to Philly. But I'm just saying, Wilder has who? Name someone in Golovkin who didn't stop his last two opponents. Like, name someone in boxing who's hitting harder. So when you say, oh, I think the only way that he beats Joshua is if he lands that right. Well, that's his money punch. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's known for, and that's what he's been doing to 39, 40 people. So, I mean, you see him losing whole fights. Like, how many fights has he lost? You know what I mean? Probably been trailing on a lot of people's scorecard. Gerald Washington, maybe Artur Spilka. I'm just running off names. Definitely Luis Ortiz, even on my scorecard, I had him down. And guess what? None of that mattered. Luis Ortiz being up, none of that stuff mattered when Luis Ortiz is spitting on the canvas. Like, the man has power. So, I mean, if he lands that right, I don't see any heavyweights really standing up to him. Henry said Joshua has no head movement. Man, listen, and I'm just giving my fight prediction. Like, you know, it's not like a lot of people try to make this a America, UK thing, or you hate this fighter and love this fighter. It's none of that. Like, I fuck with AJ. I was telling people about AJ in America. Go check my Instagram. You know what I mean? We're like almost 80,000 strong. So if you really fuck with the movement, you know what it is. I don't even got to rep or explain or over-explain. But I always show love to AJ. I interviewed Eddie Hearn. When Andre Ward fought Paul Smith, I interviewed Eddie Hearn. The interview's still on my page. Back when my channel was not even called Boxing Ego, it was called Ego's World 1. And I was asking Eddie Hearn in June 2015, see, when just go listen to the interview. When Joshua was like probably 13 or 15-0 or some shit. He hadn't fought no one. This is before Charles Martin, before Dillian White, right? And I was asking him about AJ, asking him about the Dillian White fight. You know what I'm saying? So I've been knowing about Joshua, and I've been on point, like, to celebrate or recommend people check for this dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, like I said, real fans have been fucking with the movement. It's only the idiots who just came along. Oh, you hate Josh or whatever. So I hated Joshua in 2015 when Americans, by and large, didn't even know about him. But yet I'm asking Eddie Hearn about him before he even fought Dillian White. I'm asking him, hey, what's good with the Dillian White fight? You know what I'm saying? So just check the track record. But I just give him my honest take with this game. I see Wilder beating Joshua. Is it out of the question for Joshua to win? Absolutely not, which is why it's a compelling fight, and it's a fight that I want to see. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't care who wins if we get a rightful king, an undisputed king of the heavyweight division. That's big for boxing. Now, if it's someone that comes from the UK, I used to live in the UK. I have much love from the UK. I got a lot of fans from the UK. Shout out to RTD Online, my dude. That's how we got the Kell Brook videos on the channel, because of my connection, my dude in the UK. So, you know what I mean? It's not a UK, USA thing. Ask Yar Hussein, $5 money gang. He said they still hating on Wilder. These haters need their own personal stream, LOL. The great thing about that, I agree with you, they are hating on him still. But the great thing is, Wilder, new media, just real boxing fans, they're making it harder and harder to support the bullshit that was being said just a couple of months ago. Oh, Wilder has a bum-ass resume. Guess what? Eddie Hearn said it's bullocks or some shit that Wilder made a statement that Luis Ortiz is a better victory than Joshua's win over Klitschko. That's debatable. Whether you agree one way or the other, that is debatable. And another thing, in my personal opinion, is debatable, is if you look resume for resume now that he went through that Luis Ortiz test, where was Ortiz, who he was, who Klitschko was when Joshua fought him, their resumes are pretty close. The only big difference is Joshua has done it in less fights. But you also have to attribute that to where he's at. You know what I mean? Not everyone's going to have the same path. You know what I mean? He comes from a market where they moved him like they moved him. You know what I mean? Hold on, I got a super chat, and then I'm gonna elaborate on that. Yo, to get these streams popping, we got to get to triple digits. I'm trying to tell y'all, there's enough people in here. Smash the like button. That's what makes the streams last longer. I get to more things the longer we go, etc. You guys got to smash the like button, show that engagement. Young Mar, $5 super chat. It says, watch Matt Fouts Ortiz versus Wilder breakdown. Deontay is smarter in the ring than people think. Keep grinding ego. Shout out to Ronald Finkley, $5 Shmoney Gang super chat. I agree. Like, listen, like I just said, new media, real boxing fans, Wilder himself. Just what's transpired is shutting down a lot of what old media and casual fans and shit were saying about Wilder. Windmill Wilder. Listen how dumb you sound. Okay, he throws windmills, but guess what? You stand under a windmill, see if you don't get lifted to the fucking sky or chopped up with the blades or something. So obviously the shit's working. You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying uneducated foot Pacquiao. Who gives a fuck? To me, Pacquiao's footwork is not that great. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He don't have footwork like Mayweather, right? But shit, in his prime, it was working for him. So who am I to just, uneducated foot motherfucker? I'm 222. He was 222 and motherfucker. So it doesn't matter. Like all that windmill stuff. That sounds trash. Like how you, like okay, let's say you were at 7-Eleven, you get into a fight with a dude. He beats your ass. He in the car, you on the ground, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. That's word to Jamie Foxx. He beats your ass, and then you get up woozy and shit, and your boy's like, oh man, you good, bro, you good? And then you're like, motherfucker hit me with a windmill. That shit was some windmill. You still hit like a bitch. Come on, man, that's the oldest. You still hit like a bitch, but you was sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? Like this is what it's come to. Oh, but the motherfucker was windmill. If he was throwing technical punches, who cares that I got knocked out? But if there were technical punches, if he threw singles, like man, stop it. You know what I'm saying? You got knocked the fuck out talking about, oh, you hit like a bitch. That's some prideful, I'm too macho for this world type shit. Like when Archer Spilka, motherfucker in a neck brace, Wilder still ain't got no crack. What? How you gonna say he don't have no power and you were dead? You were listen, you were crucified to the canvas. That's what I'm saying. It's not that hard to lose. I hate losing. I'm gonna tell y'all straight, I hate losing. I'm super competitive, but I ain't no punk either. If I got my ass mopped up, then it is what it is. Or if I lost a bet or bad, you know what I mean? It's not that serious. Spilka talking about, oh, he still ain't got no power. He hit you with one shot and you arms went like this and you like this. I have seen the light. What do you mean he don't have no power? Like, I don't understand. Why is it so hard to lose to Wilder? What are these fans and fighters and whoever doing? Like, I told you, Luis Ortiz's team, y'all did great. Y'all had a great game plan. It wasn't so much what Ortiz did wrong. It's what Wilder has and did right at the right moment. But none of this is necessary. Like, oh, I demand a rematch. Man, I wouldn't give. You failed 2 drug tests, or you failed a drug test. He still gave you opportunity when you were saying he was scared. And now you're like saying, crying foul and saying it was a robbery. Man, I wouldn't get no rematch like that. You better work for that rematch. Especially if you're being a poor sport about it. And I got tricked a little bit. After an epic fight, we did good, great ratings. They hugged and shit. So I'm like, okay, the beef is over. All the tough talk, the harsh talk was good. You know what I mean? Because they looked like there was so much sportsmanship after the fight. But then after Luis Ortiz's team, see, this is what happens when you listen to casuals. I know some of these teams be listening to, some people were like, oh yeah, but it was a robbery. He had extra time. And then they start running with that. You know what I mean? Like, I think Manny Pacquiao expected fans to be on his side after the Mayweather, but we all watched you lose. Because he was, my shoulder, he thought the fans would just swallow that, eat that up, but people, by and large, weren't buying that. You know what I mean? That's why they look desperate as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They look desperate as a motherfucker talking about, oh, it was Pacquiao's shoulder. He couldn't get Toradol shots. So after 5 years, you're reduced to excuses. You should have postponed the fight. Who cares? I mean, if it's gonna lead to you making excuses, then I would rather have you postpone it. Just make everybody pissed until a later date, as opposed to fighting the fight and getting sued afterwards because you said you weren't fighting healthy. I'm like, come on, man, stop that. This man Wilder, I'm not gonna say I never seen this, but this is insane how people don't want to give him like no crow. Look at them fucking women. He's knocking them out with the windmills. Remember that meme that if you get knocked out with the windmill, it don't really matter. You know. But look at the scorecard. Luis Ortiz was down on the scorecard, but yeah, he was down on the canvas too. What are you talking about? Why are we talking about scorecards? It's crazy, man. But we bringing it back, man. I just don't see why people are so like gutted to lose to Wilder. I mean, the motherfucker has power. Say whatever you want about his technique and lacking technique or whatever. Like, I would respect the fighter if Luis Ortiz was like, hey, I was fucking you up, dog. I gave you a run for your money. Good shit. Dap up. And then that be that. And like, yo, I'm going to climb back up the ladder, fight some Dillian White, Lucas Brown winners. Won't. I will see you in the future. I don't have no problem with that because, like, it was a great fight. Did good numbers. Why not run it back? But when you say it needs to be ran back because you were cheated and Wilder rabbit punt, no, man. Like, I don't like that. Because that's like that Kovalev shit. You the bully. You the crusher. You were... I will destroy Andre Ward's career. I promise all of you. Like, okay, he was on that Ivan Drago, if he dies type shit. And then after you talking about, oh, got hit in the dick. Like, I'm not, no. You the bully, you the crusher, you the guy with the known power. We're not doing that. We're not playing it. Because, like, listen, every single fight, you notice motherfuckers aren't winning clean. Like they are winning clean, and it don't even matter. There's still some excuse. Still, Canelo, Triple G, all that Adelaide Bird scorecard. Okay, understandable. Luis Ortiz, Wilder. Oh, fucking, he got an extra 15 seconds, and he had too much Vaseline. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing this to every single fight, like some of y'all. Oh, this could have been this, and he couldn't make the weight. Like, no, you signed up. It is what it is. Shout out to Starbucks, sponsor the kid, man. We working. And the barista was fine. Y'all ever go to Starbucks and the barista is fine? I'm like, damn, girl. Can I get a venti you? Motherfucker, like, you look fine. The little coffee stains with your fine ass. Hey, girl. With your fine ass, girl. Triple G wasn't robbed. That motherfucker Triple G threw 8 body shots. Step that shit up. Leave nothing. Gay looking motherfucker boxing. I don't know what you're talking about. See, this is what I'm saying with boxing. Why is it? Where's gay come into this? Like, it's not like I'm have rainbow posters and it's a raining man, and you came in here. Like, what are you talking? What does gay have to do with anything I've said? I said something about Wilder, Luis Ortiz, Starbucks. Are you talking about gay shit? Man, I swear, I'm from the old school. I'm not from this generation or some shit. Like I said, I can understand if it was like men on film, like, it's a raining man. Nobody was saying anything about the gay community, the BLT club, or whatever they're called, LGBT, all that. What does that have to do with anything? Y'all real life got Tourette's. Like, word. Y'all real guy. I gave Rihanna an umbrella. What the fuck are you talking about? You gave Rihanna an umbrella. Like, where did Rihanna even come from? Like, y'all just be saying shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is new. I've been doing this for years, but the live streaming on YouTube is it's a newish feature to YouTube. So I guess I'm not all the way, like, y'all just be, I'm at like, yeah, man, Deontay Wilder, Joshua, Victor Ortiz got a sex tape. Like, Victor Ortiz got a sex, what is that? Who brought that up? Fuck you mean? Like, what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Y'all be like omitting and like transmitting. Like, I heard there's this thing called gaydar, like where where gaydar, like where people check to see if you like I don't know. I knew this gay dude I used to work with, and he was saying something about this like gaydar or whatever. Now I'm gonna be careful. I don't have no problem with nobody. I mean, I do my thing. You do your thing. But anyway, someone said be careful. Man, they can't talk. I'm too real for the radio. But anyway, what the dude was telling me is like there's little thing like he called it gaydar. I don't know. I'm not trying to offend nobody. If y'all gay, that's cool. No, keep rocking. He said he said he had gaydar or whatever, where he would go like if he goes to the bathroom and he's like looking at a guy, he's like trying to get like this. He wants to see if his spider sense is tingling. You get what I'm saying? Like you trying to see if the spider sense is tingling. Like there's like little looks and does he feel uncomfortable? Is he looking away, or is he just like looking back at him? So I don't know if that's what some of y'all are doing to me or something, because y'all be bringing up random shit. I don't have nothing to do with anything. I'm trying to talk boxing. I don't know what y'all talking about. Anyway, somebody said cringe. Oh, okay. It's a dumbed down society. Man, whatever. I'm trying to talk boxing. Y'all bringing up weird shit. Roseanne Barr. She shoplifted. Like, what the fuck is? What are you talking about? I ain't hear that. Hey, and Dongo was looking trash. Dongo was looking trash yesterday. Shout out to Regis Prograde. The motherfucker was hitting him with them Regis Progrades. And Dongo was, he kept going down. Shout out to Regis, man. Shout out to New Orleans 504 boys. 504, you heard me? Cat money is an army. Better yet, the Navy. If you ever play hate me, then it ain't no gravy. Hey, yeah, man. So, IFL TV got an interview with Eddie Hearn. Oh, it's a song. I thought you were just angry at motherfuckers. Hey, I ain't never heard it. Shout out to Real Richmond 510 Bay Area. Yee. So Eddie Hearn got an interview with IFL TV. He says, like you guys seen in the title, Joseph is a tougher fight for Anthony Joshua than Deontay Wilder. He said Deontay Wilder more dangerous, but technically speaking, Joseph Parker is a tougher fight. So I want to know who agrees with that statement. Like, listen, you gotta really analyze it. No, he didn't say nothing about Luis Ortiz. Once again, let me repeat what he said. I'm paraphrasing, but this is very close to what he said. He says Anthony Joshua fighting Joseph Parker is technically, like from a technical standpoint, a tougher fight. He said tougher fight than Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder is more. Just listen to, just analyze that phrase, that sentence or whatever, and that makes no sense to me. I just got an alert, so I'm not doing the Tourette's that I accuse some of y'all of. We might get Richard Sherman. Y'all boys in trouble if we get that CB Richard Sherman. Back to the Eddie Hearn statement. He's saying no. Listen, people. Some of you guys, Joshua's not more. He's saying Joseph Parker is more technically sound, which makes him a tougher fight for Anthony Joshua. And he's saying basically Wilder is more dangerous. But if you really analyze that, that doesn't even really make sense. They are heavyweights. So yes, let's say Joshua or whatever, Joseph Parker throws a more technical 1-2. Ha. Right? Let's say he throws a more technical, but you just admitted, yeah, YouTube is it glitching for y'all? Hold on, stay tuned. I'm gonna try to, this is killing me. Hold on. Yo. Why y'all screaming, damn it, and we down, man? What's happening? Man, YouTube is tripping. This glitch shit is killing me. All right, let me run it back because I don't know who we lost during the struggle with this whatever was causing the stream to glitch. Listen, Eddie Hearn did an interview. It was on YouTube. He said that Joseph Parker is a tougher fight for Anthony Joshua because he's more technical. He says Wilder is more dangerous. But if you really, like I said, see, this is the difference. Some of y'all will just allow people you like or factions that you like to say whatever without analyzing what the fuck you're saying or what they're saying to see if that makes sense. To me, that doesn't even make sense. How are you gonna say a guy's tougher? How is he a tougher fight because he's technical? And see, this is where this is what will happen. Listen, this is what happens with like even in the hot seat. Do you guys notice where I'll put someone in the hot seat for saying thing A? What they'll do is switch the subject completely and bring up point B. So you're gonna get a couple people that might even agree with their point B, but that's not what we were even arguing about. You get what I'm saying? That's not what we were arguing. We're arguing about thing A. That's the debate. And then they'll switch it to something else. So some people are like, oh, that guy has a point. You know what I mean? Just like this situation. Eddie Hearn is saying, oh, basically Joseph Parker's more technical, so he's a tougher fight. Now somebody's gonna interpret that and be like, oh yeah, Joseph Parker does have better technique than Deontay Wilder. But you gotta listen to the full statement. How can you say the guy's a tougher fight because he's more technical, and then you say Wilder's more dangerous? That's like almost an oxymoron. How is he a tougher fight based on his technique, but Wilder's more dangerous? Explain that. Somebody explain that. Like I don't get it. Why is Wilder a more dangerous fight if this guy is a tougher fight for being technical? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, bottom line, because anyway, another thing is Joshua's technical. Joshua's more technical than Wilder, right? So that doesn't even make sense to me. Somebody explain that. That's Eddie Hearn's recent comment. You know what I mean? Why is Wilder a more dangerous fight if you said the other guy is more technical? So obviously, see, that's the thing. Because here's another thing. Joseph Parker, is he more technical than Klitschko? Klitschko is taller than Joseph Parker, had far more fights and far more experience. He was a long-standing champion that had recently lost to Tyson Fury, but he has a lot more experience. So Eddie Hearn has to know that Joseph Parker, from what he's proven, he's not more technical than Klitschko, and Klitschko is bigger than Joseph Parker, right? So styles make fights. Okay, Warren's trying to come to Eddie Hearn's defense with this point. He says basically he's saying Joshua only have to worry about his equalizer. But then, okay, bro, you didn't even answer the question. I understand what he's trying to allude to, but then how can you say Joseph Parker is tougher, but then say Wilder's more dangerous? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make sense. How is this other guy a tougher fight, but then you say Wilder's more dangerous? Explain that. Like you reiterate. I understand where he thinks the comment is going or whatever. He's trying to say it's going to be more of a chess match. You're still not answering the question. How is that a tougher fight? So do you want to be in a hot seat? Because I don't want to waste my time. I don't even want to waste my breath. Do you want to battle this? Warren, this is to Warren. Do you want to battle on the hot seat? Yes or no? Because I don't even want to do this unless it's an end result. So Warren, do you want the hot seat? This is how I have to do it, because it's like I'm not gonna go back and forth on semantics if there's no end result. Warren, do you want to battle this argument in the hot seat? You could take Eddie Hearn's side, I'll take my side. Yes, okay, boom, we got one. Okay, I understand what he's trying to say, but explain. My first question to you is explain how Joseph Parker is a tougher fight than Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder is more dangerous. That's the opening statement. Warren, you're up. Go. I just want to hear your explanation for that, and we'll proceed. And I want to know if you're from the UK too. I'm gonna start checking on motherfuckers' IP addresses, see where y'all from. Ego, you need to watch his interview again, my friend. Why do I need to watch? Just watch it before I did the live stream. What is you talking about? See, and that, y'all say cornball shit, but you didn't say what I said wrong or how I misquoted when I was paraphrasing Eddie Hearn. You just laughed at your own joke. Cornball shit. Next, Warren, where you at? I live in London. Oh, imagine that. Okay, so please explain. Explain how Joseph Parker's a tougher fight than Wilder, but Wilder's more dangerous. You're from the Caribbean, but you live in London. That's okay. And anyway, just get to the hot seat. I don't care. You said where you're from. You could be from the Bermuda Triangle. We know you live in London now. Explain Eddie Hearn's side. Sam Hutton, you about to get that work next. Keep talking. I'm on my Errol Spence. I'm gonna break both of y'all eyes in this hot seat. Keep talking. Let's go. Shout out to Juan. He said he don't know Ego. Explain, why is Joseph Parker tougher? Skills used by Parker, even though you didn't correctly spell that. Skills used by Parker are better than Wilder. Then why is Wilder more dangerous? See, if you say Floyd Mayweather is a more dangerous fight for Canelo than Triple G because Floyd has more skills, I would understand that, because you're saying, bam, this technique, that's what's going to give Canelo more problems because he's more agile, fluid, and and Golovkin's more one-dimensional than Floyd. Definitely, Golovkin don't have it. So I would understand that. But explain this Joseph Parker being a tougher fight. How is it a tougher fight if the other guy's dangerous and at any given second he can turn your lights off? How is that a tougher fight? And don't get her twisted. Like, I firmly believe that a lot of people underrate Deontay Wilder's attributes, like his athleticism. It's not just like he has power and that's it. He has a good jab. He's also probably 2 or 3 inches taller than Joseph Parker. So it's really not even just people are minimizing Wilder as if he only has a punch. See, I don't just say it. Look, he's clearly taller than Joseph Parker. He's clearly more athletic and agile. He clearly has the better resume, and he's been a champion longer. Less reach, less wingspan. So, you know what I mean? I don't really remember Parker's jab standing out either. But Wilder has a good jab. Wilder's an Olympian, true. Man, where's this Warren dude at? I don't really see you making points. Like, I thought you really wanted some work. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the other thing. I think people are just, Wilder has great distance. That's another good add-on. See, the fans are killing you in the hot seat. I don't even know I'm on this track. I'm going to let the Eagles Army and the Outlaws ride on you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, again, you're supposed to be arguing Eddie Hearn's side. Parker is supposed to have a good chin and durable. Okay, Wilder showed he was durable, fighting a guy no motherfucker wanted to fight and not even going down. What are you talking about? We've never seen Joseph Parker. They say he's tough and shit like that, but we never seen him in there with the Luis Ortiz to know how he does. We never seen him in there with the Joshua or Wilder. So those are the best 3 punchers in the division, right? Unless you want to add like maybe Cannon Briggs, but they're more in prime or whatever than Cannon Briggs. But we never seen Joseph Parker in there. Huey Fury, he got punching power. Like, come on, man. This is who y'all send for me? You need to go back to the Caribbean and watch some old tapes, because you ain't fucking with me with this boxing. Or go back to London or wherever, because you're not fucking with me. Like, everybody's trying to minimize Wilder. Like, here's another thing, kind of what Eddie Hearn's alluding to. I get what he's trying to say, but people are trying to make it like Wilder is Ruslan Provodnikov. He's far from that. He's far from that. If you put aside feelings and all that, he's far from like a Ruslan Provodnikov is a guilty pleasure of mine. I fuck with Ruslan. He follows me on Instagram, likes my shit all the time. I fuck with Ruslan, but he's far more one-dimensional because he's not athletic. He's not taller than a lot of his opponents in his division. He's not athletic. He doesn't have no type of speed. He has no defense. I've seen Wilder pulling back against the southpaw. You know what I'm saying? Pulling back to the point where shots are grazing by him. And Luis Ortiz is a high-caliber, high-level boxer. Ruslan Provodnikov watched the first 2 rounds of the Matisse fight. Matisse was hitting him with everything. The benefit for Ruslan is he's tough and he just walks through it and pisses blood at the end of the fight. You know what I'm saying? But people are trying to minimize it like Wilder's just this brawler only and he only has a shot to knock you out. That's more or less Ruslan Provodnikov type of opponent. He has to knock you out. You know what I mean? Because he's not gonna couldn't even outbox John Molina. But if you get like a John Molina in the heavyweight division, Wilder could win that fight. You know what I'm saying? So what are you guys talking about? Oh, it's because Joseph Parker has a chin. So Wilder didn't show that he has a chin, fighting better level of opposition than Joseph Parker has ever fought, and didn't get knocked down, and he was badly hurt in the round 7. Like, what are y'all really saying? Hey, if Warren lost this, I got to get to the next hot seat. If Warren lost this, put your L's up so we can move this on. Because he just disappeared right now. I got to get another one because I'm not letting these dudes off the hook right now. The whole UK can come from me. It don't matter because we talking facts. It don't matter where you're from. Okay, Sam, you about to get next. Eddie has to speak about the fight they have coming up. After AJ, you'll hear more talk about. Hey, nah, you done. If he got the, hey, shooter, get Warren out of here. The fans have already voted. And I got Sam. Sam, you got next. As soon as the shooters pull the trigger on Warren, Sam, you up next because you talking a real life crazy. Thank you. Okay, Sam, I'm going to read you his comments so we know what I need to pick apart. He said Parker is more durable than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder and AJ can be over within a few rounds depending on who lands first, which makes no sense because you just said Parker is more durable. Whatever. Parker can take a beating. Parker had been hit by Tackham. Oh my God. Are you from the UK? That's all you have to tell me. You don't have to tell me your region. I just want to know. Parker had been hit by Tackham and Ruiz flush. They have decent power. Okay, we're talking about decent power versus guys who are taller and bigger, more athletic, more proven. And you talking about some Carlos Tackham power? Bro, Sam Hutton, are you from the UK? Wilder was out on his feet. His senses were gone. LOL. But you the only one laughing, Sam. You talking about LOL, he was out on his feet. Then why did he survive? Tim Bradley was out on his feet versus Ruslan Provodnikov. Why did he go the distance? Why did Wilder knock him out if he was out on his distance? Then Luis Ortiz, all he had to do was blow on him and he should have been knocked out. It's crazy to me. It's crazy what you guys think you're gonna get away with in the hot seat. He was out on his feet. Then why didn't he get finished? Like, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? The ref should have stopped it. LOL. He leaned on him and bro, you casual as fuck. Are you from the UK? And I'm not saying people from the UK are casual. I'm just wondering why you're fighting so hard to get this ass whooping in the hot seat. It has to be some type of background. Where are you from? I just want to know where you're from, and then I want to answer to my question. You keep talking about Wilder was out on his feet, but he didn't get knocked down. Ask Ortiz. He's the one that let him off the hook. So he was out on his feet. I'm from Cali. Man, you a liar. You ain't no Cali. You don't even know no. I'm from Cali. You don't know no Cali slang. But anyway. Whatever, you're gonna lie about where you're from most likely. So that doesn't even have nothing to do with it because no matter where you're from, the hot seat does not care. You get bodied no matter what. So you said, I gotta do you like Denzel. Yeah, okay. You said Joseph Parker, you said that he is more durable than Wilder. Based on what? Since he hasn't fought the level of competition of a Wilder, since he hasn't had as many title defenses of a Wilder, since he hasn't been the champion as long as Wilder. So you tell me what makes Joseph Parker proven to be more durable. I'm not saying he's not durable. I'm not saying he don't have a chin, but how can you make that assessment when he hasn't fought the level of guys that AJ or Wilder fought? Bro, no one cares about this Cali shit. Answer the question so we can get you up out of here. Because you playing games. See, this is what they. Oh, I'm from Cali. I swear. We're off that. We don't care. Do what's your Xbox Live. I ask him this. This is what I go through. I ask him a direct question. And he's talking about, hey, what's your Xbox Live? You know who won. You know who won this hot seat. Triple G beats Hagler. Shooters. Engage. Sam Hutton. We're going to send you back to the hut, my friend. Motherfucker talking about Triple G, Hagler, Xbox Live, and PS4. Okay. We got shooters for this. And see, this is the thing. Bow. He's already gone. I don't understand why you guys do this. If you're trying to play kid games and stuff, it's only going to last so long. We know you can't argue your point. I don't get it, to be honest. Like, even from a trolling perspective, you act like I'm gonna sit up here and let you troll for an hour just going back and forth. No, we got timers, time limits, we got shooters on deck, and then we get right back to the regular conversation. But again, as long as you guys see it, you see what type of games being played. Joseph Parker's way more durable. I ask him a straight, direct question, and he's talking about, I'm from Cali. What's your Xbox Live? Triple G Hagler. Okay. Well, you gonna haggle your way out of this hot seat and leave room for the next person. Shit is too easy. Anybody else? I'm on a roll, so I might as well just keep going with the hot seat. Anybody else want to explain how Joseph Parker is a tougher fight, but Wilder's more dangerous? And do you really believe Fast Talking Eddie Hearn just put Joshua in the tougher fight first? Like, come on. You tripping? Who you talking? Say my name like Candyman. This is to Soul Sack Iraq. Are you talking about me? I'm tripping? Y'all gotta start putting names because I'm on a roll. Fernando, okay, that's someone else. But listen. So all these other promoters talking about marinate, let the fight marinate. Do you honestly, in your heart of all heart, believe that Eddie Hearn just put his fighter Anthony Joshua in the more tougher fight, the tougher fight first this March 31st? Come on. Like, do you really think that? Do you think Eddie Hearn really believes Joseph Parker is the tougher fight for AJ? And he put him in there first. Like, oh, we got to take care of the tougher fight first. Like, come on. Like, let's be real. Eddie, you got to be real. I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Why did Canelo fight Amir Khan and Liam Smith? Why didn't he just jump in there? Triple G had been the mandatory since he beat Cotto the year before. So why didn't the Golden Boy put Canelo in there with Triple G first? Why Amir Khan and Liam Smith and Chavez Jr.? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Starbucks, man. Who's Captain Coon? I mean, with a name like that, you bound to get body. I gotta see his stamp. What is his stamp on? Well, I'm not going looking all day looking for your comments. So if you keep putting crazy shit, I know the name now. So eventually. I don't even know what he's talking about to give him that hell, to be honest. Yo, we should be over 200 likes. Smash that like button, people. We working. Yo, Ego, what's your take on Gervonta Davis, Tank, dissing Wilder on Twitter? I mean, that's up to him. That's his opinion. But, like, to be honest, as him as a young black man, him being on the same side as Wilder with the same promoter, like, I'm not saying you have to like only people that are on your side or from America, but I definitely wish there was more unity in America because, you know what? No matter what they lack in technique or what happens, I never see Sergio Martinez being like, aha, Maidana got his ass knocked down by Amir Khan. He fights like a Tom girl. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see that. Sergio Martinez, he's riding for Lucas Matisse. He's riding for Marcos Maidana. Only in America do we have like American fighters and people that represented America in the U.S. Olympics, kind of roasting and battling each other. Like, I get it to a degree if it's like Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and you trying to fight him or something. But clearly, Tank and Deontay Wilder are never gonna fight. They're not in the same division, nowhere close. So you know what I mean? What's the point of that? Now, if it's somebody like two Americans like Ryan Garcia and Tank, and they're gonna argue with each other, then that's one thing, because they could maybe fight in the future. But I mean, I don't understand personally why Tank would go at Deontay Wilder. And I'm not saying you have to like every American, but it's just sad because, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like when I watch Usyk fight or some shit from the Ukraine, you see Vasyl Lomachenko go to his fight and rep for him, or Vodstick, or you see the Klitschko's wanting it to be, wanting to celebrate one of their countrymen that made it. Like I said, the only time that should really defer, where the unity shouldn't be there, is maybe if it's someone from your country that you personally have beef with, or you trying to fight. You know what I mean? But it just sucks that America, we don't have no fucking, like Queen Latifah said, UNITY, who you calling a bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, you rooting for the Cuban fighter, but you from American, and you on the same side. You guys have the same advisor. Y'all probably be on the same card at some point, or back-to-back cards or some shit. You guys both graced the Barclays. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why I did that. Even if you want to critique him, just say like, oh, he fights a little bit sloppy or something, but to call him like a Tom girl, you know what I'm saying? That's just overkill to me, but that's just me. Yeah, man. I know. Hey, you know what's crazy about this game? If y'all want to know what's crazy about this game, as it pertains to Wilder Joshua, I'm gonna use that as an example. Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Let's get to 200 likes, people. Smash the like button. And if you want to hear this, I'm gonna tell you what was crazy about this shit. Can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Ego Army, stand up. And let's get to 200 likes, people. Bang, bang, bang. Now, I'm going to tell you, I noticed this because I've seen it happen with several fights. When the fight doesn't look like it's actually going to happen, or it's not anywhere in sight, you'll hear fans talking all types of crazy shit, bunch of excuses, right? But then when it looks like the fight is actually going to happen, it gets even worse. It gets worse. Like, people start talking even crazier because now the fear is starting to come out. Fear is stronger than love. Believe that, right? And that's when it, like, Wilder Joshua, there's a high possibility that they could fight this year. And then now you're starting to see all this even more crazy shit come out. Like, oh, Joseph Parker's a tougher fight and this. I noticed that. I noticed people start, because now the reality is setting in. You know what I mean? And then when the fight's made, then you'll see a lot of those same people simmer down when it's actually made. Dat boy, jump in the hot seat. I'm not playing games with you. You are in the hot seat. Have you ever criticized Wilder in a negative way? What do you disagree with that I've ever said about Wilder? Go, and then I will answer your question. If you make it past this first round, I will answer your question. And I put that, I used to be in Boy Scout, Boy Scouts honor. Shout out to Ronald Finkley, $2 super chat. I'm not playing games with you dudes. Shout out to B-Ray, $2 super chat. What up, Ego? What's up? Thank you. Dat boy, we're gonna see if you that boy. All you have to do is answer my first question. Make it past that and I'll answer whatever you talk about. He says, no way. What you mean, no way? I'm asking you a question in the hot seat. And we got shooters on deck and we have timers on deck. What do you disagree with that I've ever said about Deontay Wilder? Okay, his response is, I don't believe you. You need more people. I get that's a Jay-Z line, but you don't believe me with what when I didn't answer anything and I asked you a question? That doesn't even make sense. I asked him a question. He said, we don't believe you. I didn't even say nothing. I asked you a question. What do you mean you don't believe it? You need more people. This is the games they try to play. Come on, you're supposed to be that boy, right? You said it was gonna be. I told you it's St. Berto. I asked him a question. He said, "We don't believe you. You need more people." Okay, you can quote rap lyrics. Great, good job. Someone said that little boy. Man, these dudes are getting flamed today. I promise you that. Dat boy, LOL. So that's strike 2. You got one more. I'm gonna ask you again. What have I ever said about Deontay Wilder that you disagree with? And then I'll answer any question you have regarding boxing. We'll see. We'll see if you're that boy right now in your third and last response. And if it's some clown shit, shooters, be on deck. Just ban me. Shooters, that boy, that kill shot. The motherfucker just said, just ban me. He just committed suicide. The hot seat be getting so hot, they just commit suicide. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let the Nazis catch me. And they take the cyanide pill and shit. The motherfucker said, just ban me. Hell nah. Fucking anthropoid, motherfucker. Jonathan Sims, $2 super chat. Wilder is to EJ as AJ Parker is to Porter Garcia. This shit is too easy. See, and this is why new media is winning. Shout out to J-Dub. Confirmed kill. This is why new media is winning, because anytime you put these dudes on the spot, the conversation changes. They can't intelligently answer the shit they just said moments before. Motherfuckers said, just ban me, kill me, I surrender. That's waving a white flag. Or they cop a plea. I don't want to be in the hot seat. What are you doing? Why would you say, if you were standing up for what you believe in and you really had a point, why would you say just ban me and leave LOL comments and all that stuff, but never answer the comment? But see, this is what I'm saying. I've mastered their style. It's like the 5 deadly venoms. I've mastered their style. I know what the casuals do. I know what they're looking for. I know what type of responses they're gonna. I've been doing this too long. It's the same MO with the casuals. Same MO. Talk crazy, get put on the spot, no answers. But we found a way against that because it's hard on regular videos. But this live stream is something different. It's live. You're on the spot. It's like a pre-recorded like show versus Showtime at the Apollo or some shit where it's live. You got to impress the Apollo crowd right then and there while you're there right now. It's not no pre-recorded tape of you singing. Shit is too easy, V. Shout out to Juan Trejo, $2 super chat. Shout out to my dude Jose Vargas of Mayweather Promotions. He says, are you going to watch Jose Vargas fight tonight? I don't know how to. If there's a way for me to watch, I think he's fighting on a smaller card in New York or Evander Holyfield card. I don't know what channel it's on or nothing. I just know he's fighting. May wait. Where is it at? How do I get to it? Like, it's on Facebook. I know Evander Holyfield has something to do with the card. But yeah, man, this is what the casuals do. Always divert and yeah, I'll check them out as long as I'm not live streaming. That's my dude. That's all you have to do is ask him a question. Do you always dick ride Wilder and say positive things? What have I said positive about Wilder that you disagree with? It's that simple. They always say like I'm saying something crazy, like I'm like Wilder has the biggest biceps in America. Like I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm saying boxing related shit. You know what I'm saying? And hey, do you only just say positive stuff about what have I said positive about Wilder that you don't agree with? That's all I need to know for anybody who's asking. Name something I said personally that you don't agree with that I said about Wilder. See, that's what I'm saying. The casuals are so emotionally invested. It's not about that. It's about some gang banging because they don't like Wilder for whatever reason or whatever. They get mad when somebody is actually giving credit to that person, like Floyd Mayweather. Oh, I fucking hate Floyd and he beat all my fighters' asses, so I despise him. So when I say something good about Floyd, oh, you dick riding Floyd. Do you only say good stuff? It's not that I'm only saying good stuff about Floyd. It's that you don't like anything being good said about these guys. That's the real issue. It's not that I said something about Wilder that you disagree with. It's that you don't want anything good being said about Wilder. That's the real issue. Man, call me when it's gangster, man. Shit is too easy. honestly, I'm still waiting for someone to say, what have I ever said about Wilder that you don't agree with? And they'd be like, oh, you're defending him. What am I defending him from? I don't owe Wilder nothing. He don't owe me nothing. I'm not defending him. I'm just telling you what I see. Shout out to Fighter IQ, $10 super chat, Shmoney Gang. People act like Wilder wouldn't beat Charles Martin. Yeah. A dude who won a vacant belt from a fight where a guy sprained his leg. Wow. If he gave Wilder the fight, the tables would be turned right now. That's what I'm saying. B-Rail, $5 super chat. I got Mikey tonight, but Lipinets can punch. Mikey needs to be careful. Yeah, he definitely can't underestimate Lipinets or just judge him from that fight with that Japanese dude. Hold on one second. Personally, I was at Lipinets' last fight with that Japanese dude where he won the title. I don't think he looked that great, but it's different because Kovalev didn't look great versus Chilemba, but versus Ward in the first fight, he looked good. You know what I'm saying? He looked a lot better. So sometimes when you know you're in there with a big name, you're gonna get up for that opponent and take it more serious. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. Like, and people keep saying, oh, Joshua has this crazy resume. His resume is cool for 20 fights. They're like, but Wilder, he has 40 fights. And it's a different market. You know what I'm saying? Because Joshua had the type of fan base plus a rematch clause where the UK fans are just lit. It's great. So win, lose, or draw for him and Klitschko, it was big business. It's not like that. Okay, here's a question for you. Since everyone wants to talk about boxing as a business bullshit. How come Klitschko never fought Luis Ortiz? Somebody answer that. Luis Ortiz was a notable name, and he's definitely no worse than Alex Lepai, Kubrat Pulev, Tony Thompson, the guy Luis Ortiz beat, Marish Weck. Right? How come Klitschko never fought him? Odd Nomad, $2 super chat, Shmoney Gang. He said, been a follower for a minute, salute. Somebody answer that for me. And I'm not saying Klitschko ducked him, but I'm just saying, why didn't he fight him? Somebody step up to the plate. Explain why Vladimir Klitschko, when he was beating guys like Alex Lepai, Kubrat Pulev, if he could fight guys like that, Luis Ortiz was a relevant name at that time. Why didn't he get a shot? Bingo. Too risky. Because from the business perspective, what do you get? You know what I'm saying? You're better off fighting Bryant Jennings. See? And Luis Ortiz beat Bryant Jennings and Klitschko fought him, though. You get what I'm saying? So the guy that was able to beat Bryant Jennings, you didn't fight him. And I think he was a mandatory for Klitschko. I know he was a mandatory for the winner of Joshua versus Klitschko. But the point being is the reason he didn't fight him, even though he was a relevant person, could have provided a good test, is because it's not like the Joshua fight. Like I said, win, lose, or draw, he made 20 to 40 million or whatever he made fighting Joshua. He had the option for a rematch clause. So that's part of the decision making, because even if he got knocked out like he did, he still stood up to make a lot of money. If Ortiz would have fought Klitschko and knocked him out, then you just got knocked out for a fraction of the money, and the risk is there. You know what I'm saying? So people don't understand this aspect of the business. Everyone, oh, boxing is a business, but boxing is a business, right? That's why it was also a business when you had an Al Haymon fighter like Charles Martin, who won the title, beating a guy in a weird fashion. Not his fault, but the guy injured himself clearly during the fight and couldn't walk. He won a title like that. So Eddie Hearn, they got enough money in the type of fan base that could fill out the O2 Arena at that time because the way they had built him. So they said, fuck yeah, we're ready for a title shot right now. We'll take the title shot right now, because they knew who it was. They didn't go after it. Man, this shit is so easy. Wilder had a title before Charles Martin. Why didn't they go after Wilder instead of Charles Martin? Because even back then, and Joshua had no belt. He had no belt, so he would have been getting one belt from Charles Martin. He could have got one belt from Deontay Wilder, but there's a reason they didn't go after Wilder even then because Wilder presented a bigger danger. And I'm not knocking that. That's smart business. That's good business because your fighter has 17 fights or whatever he had when he beat Charles Martin, 16, right? And that's an easy ticket. You punch that easy ticket, get the victory, everyone celebrates you, you get the IBF belt, and then now you can keep building up, keep building up. But if you were to lose to Deontay Wilder right then and there, then you would have been in the Erickson Lubin type position where a guy, or if you lost to Wilder, if you came up short, you'd be in the Erickson Lubin position where you were looking like a hot prospect, and in 16 to 18 fights, you got beat and you lost. And then now you got to rebuild that guy. So it made the perfect situation, but the fans got to understand that there's a business behind that. There's a reason why they targeted Charles Martin, because they looked at him as probably a paper champion, a guy who at the very least hadn't proved he has massive power or he's the top player at heavyweight. So they went after that. And I'm not knocking it. Same thing with Broner. I'm not knocking it. Broner came from 135, jumped 2 weight classes, right? And he fought Paulie Malignaggi, who everyone perceived as the weakest link. I don't know who all had a belt at that time, but let's say Keith Thurman and Maidana had belts. You're going to go after Paulie Malignaggi. If you're jumping up 2 weight classes, why you want to jump in the ring with that type of weight disadvantage against Thurman?